This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody. Special guest again, Caitlin Bassett.
Seabass, good to see you in the house again.
There was a lot of chat today about sport and group chats.
I love a group chat.
I know, right?
I love it when a group chat explodes. If
Yeah.
you've been doing something and you come back and there's like 50 messages and you're like, hoo, hoo, hoo.
It's either really good or really oh my God, now I've got to plough through all of this to find out what actually happened.
Apart from the wrong people being included in group chats, what I do like about group chats is the different names people have for all
yeah.
their...
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's pretty funny.
Yes, yeah. It's all about the banter, really,
Yeah, it's
isn't
all
it?
about the banter, absolutely.
On the show today, we catch up with Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel's Tim Blackwell. He's got a bit to say about group chats too.
Yeah, Lockie Reed from Channel 10, he joins us, talk about Bryce Cotton because he's a big deal leaving the Wildcats.
Yes, and one of the best defenders in WA and in Australia, actually. Sunday Ariang joins us.
Ahead of the West Coast Fever season taking off in just a couple of weeks, eh? That's exciting.
It's Nathan, Nat and Sean on Nova 937.
It's 6:03, Nathan and Sean. Shawnee Mac, good morning.
Good morning, Natalie. How are you?
Oh, terrific.
Me too. I've decided I'm buying coffees for everyone, given that we're saving so much money on the budget. $5 a week. So if I
That's a
do it
coffee.
once a month...
Yes. Thank you,
$20.
Sean. Good on you. That's a
Actually,
great...
that means a couple of people are going without.
that's
I'm
a
loaded.
great budget analysis. Well
I'm
done.
loaded.
Yeah.
That's good news.
Yeah, I know. Look at you go.
What about the good news is that for the next 10 years we're going to be in deficit?
I mean, that's nothing new, though. I mean,
Yes.
we were just briefly not in deficit and then back to being in deficit again. That's the way
there's
it
no
works,
hope for
though.
us, is there? There's absolutely zero hope for anything going forward. So that's the good news.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Another 38-degree day today.
Oh,
And we have had that
amazing.
real hot spell. But I noticed the other day that Bella, who works with us here,
Yes.
our assistant producer, Bella.
Hello.
Bella, you were getting around in a puffer jacket in the office on a day when it was going to be 38 degrees. Now, explain yourself.
Well, I feel the problem is, first I'll wear up early, so it's always
Yes.
a bit, colder.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're dressing for 36, 37, 38.
Dressing for when you leave the office after work.
but it's
yes.
cold in here, especially the studio.
cold hearts in here. That's a guarantee.
It's so funny because everybody else is like Sean's in his short shorts and you're dressed like a polar explorer.
Well, I have this little summer dress and then this like huge puffer jacket over the top.
Bella, I got to say to you, over the 15 years that I've worked here, this is the best it's been. It has been so much colder every single summer for me, and I've hated every bit of it.
You have your little
But I don't
blanket.
complain. That's the thing.
Sorry, I'm choking. And nobody complains more than Sean and sits there with a blanket on his knee. And then all winter, remember you decided you were going to tough it out and wear shorts, except that you also put a blankie on your knee?
That counts, wearing
No,
shorts with a
that's-
blanket on your knee.
No, that's not toughing it out. That's just being an idiot when you're getting dressed.
I think it's... I can't stand places we go into. It's warm and hot outside, and I don't expect it to be... But having an igloo inside, I don't see
Yes.
the value in that at all.
It is pretty
What's
funny
going on?
when you see people like almost wearing scarves and mittens in the height of summer in the middle of a heat wave because they the air conditioning where they sit in their office and everybody else looks at them like, what are you talking about?
What
It's
are
not
you
that
doing?
bad. But
Wear a
you
puffer jacket. It's 39 degrees.
Yeah, you might be the one under the vent or your particular corner of the office is so cold. Shall we talk about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's hear from the cold people. 13 24 10, where you work, are you like rugged up like you're off to the Antarctic because the air conditioning is so cold you can't bear it and everybody else is getting around in little summer dresses and skirts and stuff?
I know that Nathan, he loves the cold, obviously. When
Yes.
he's here, he loves the cold. So
Yes.
he's always taking the piss out of me. in
I know, but
particular.
it's weird because he's never the one wearing shorts, Sean.
No, that's
Who's been photographed wearing short shorts next to the Prime Minister?
Yeah, that's true,
You.
that's true.
Yes. Carlo's in Bibra Lake. Morning, Carlo.
G'day, how you going?
good, Carlo.
mate. Okay, do you feel the air conditioning when you're at work?
Yeah, this summer I really have. I've lost a fair bit of weight and I've never been so cold, so I'm walking around in a puffer jacket and everyone else is in business attire and singlets and, it's looking a bit ridiculous at this point.
You should be rocking the whole new wardrobe, basically, Carlo, and you can't because you're covering it up with a gigantic puffer jacket.
Yeah, that's right, because I'm freezing. It gets worse, though. The other day, the aircon was actually broken and I had to put in a hazard report for being too hot. So, I mean, the poor people that run it, they can't win.
Yeah, they're like, geez, that Carlo's never happy, is
Carlo,
he?
mate. He's wearing a bloody puffer jacket one day. The next is complaining about the
He's
heat.
in a bikini. What's happening? Oh, good on you, Carlo. Well done. Christine is in Alchemist. Hello.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
Good, Christina.
Christina. Okay, talk to us. Do you feel the cold?
Okay, I do. So this is when I worked in Canberra, so I've been back in Perth for a couple of years now.
Yep.
Canberra's cold anyway, but the workplace where I was, the aircon was on so high that I wore thermals to work, a jumper, a coat over the top of that. I had a scarf on, boots, and then it got so bad that work bought me an oil heater to put under my desk. And then the people around me suffered because they got hot sitting in the same area where I sat, but I just couldn't keep warm.
Oh, wow, they got hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they got hot. So the guy that sat next to me asked to move because he couldn't stand being so hot.
And you're like, how is this possible? Because I'm still freezing to death.
I know, and so with this workplace, I'm under a vent again, but they've bought a special vent guard that deflects the aircon hitting me, and it goes on to the person sitting next to me, which doesn't mind the cold.
Oh, that's not
Wow.
bad. Then.
Okay, so
That's well
a great
played.
arrangement. Was the cold what drove you out of Canberra, or was it other opportunities?
Partly. I don't deal very well with the cold. My husband loved it, though. Like, he would go walking at -4 degrees in shorts and a T-shirt.
Oh!
I'm amazed by those people,
moving,
Christina.
don't you? You keep moving.
I had an old neighbour, Eddie. Good morning to Eddie if he's out there. But in middle of winter, the coldest days, he would be over the park in thongs and shorts and a T-shirt. That's it. Never wore anything else.
Yeah, I went to uni with two brothers from New Zealand, and they, all through a Melbourne winter, they wore shorts. They would wear like a fleece top in winter, but the same shorts year round.
Shorts.
It's like, put some long pants on, you idiots. What are you doing? Thanks, Christina. Jay's in Kwinana. Hello.
Hi, how are we going?
Hey, good, Jay.
Is this striking chord with you, Jay? Are you a sufferer?
Look, many years ago, I was working at a professional business, and me and this person that sat opposite each other shared a central aircon vent.
Yeah.
So it's adjustable to our own needs. Anyway, I'm dressed in, a normal business attire shirt. She came in like a Eskimo, and she was cold. She kept turning the aircon all the way down, and I'm like, no, leave it up. Anyway, back and forth for about half hour, an hour, we're both fighting with this aircon. And I got called into the office, and he said to me, look, if you don't like it, just leave. So I said, no worries, see you later. I ended up quitting the job. I only got about 10, 15 minutes down the road, and I got a phone call from someone else saying, hey, we found out that you just quit your job. Do you want another job? I'm like, yeah, all right. Can you come down for an interview? Yeah, we'll see if we can get you started straight away. So walked straight out of one and into another, and had no aircon issues at the second job.
How amazing. How amazing.
Jay, that's incredible.
What an incredible turn of events, basically. One that your boss gave you that ultimatum and you took it. And then somebody found out about it immediately. That's incredible. Well, it can drive people to quit, Sean.
That's amazing. Imagine your boss.
I know.
So what happened to Jay? Well, I gave him an ultimatum.
Yeah, I said if you don't
wasn't
like it,
really
you can leave.
serious,
And it
but
turned
he
out
did.
he didn't like it. And now he's not coming back. Amazing stories. Thanks, everybody.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
So my wife's up really early this morning. She was putting on the spray tan yesterday, Nat, making sure her
Yes.
hair was all good. She had
happening?
a job on today.
What do you mean?
She got asked to be a model in
Of course she did.
to photograph building apartments that are going to be in City Beach.
Okay, yeah. So she's like going to be just sitting in there, like she's having a cup of coffee on the balcony because that's where she lives her life now. Yeah.
Just walking through Rebolt Hill.
Yes.
Just seeing the outcrops
Yep.
and maybe possibly
Just-
down the beach. Now, this is apparently going to go for 4 hours, and it was kicking off like 6 o'clock this morning when the
Yes.
sun came up to make sure you got all the things.
Perfect. You get that golden hour light. Yes.
100%. So the good thing was that she was asked by friends, said, Megan would be perfect. Modelling, this would be great. And she was up and about. And the reason why they picked her, because they were looking for a woman between 50 and
Don't
60.
say that, Sean. That is so mean. That is so mean.
No, I'm not being mean. I'm not being mean. But I mean, everyone knows I'm the youngest, obviously, in my relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I was a spring chicken when Megan just scooped me up out of the playgrounds of
when that old lady came and got
Arana
you.
Catholic Primary School. So where do you
hang on,
sit on
wait.
that? It's pretty nice. Like, you've been asked. That's really great.
So what you're saying is they wanted somebody. Is this like an over 55's lifestyle village?
No. This is a
okay.
nice apartments, but they wanted mature people rather than,
Right.
you know.
So the market they're going for is...
rather than young people like me, you know, swanning around.
They're after like an empty nester whose kids have gone off, and so now they want to live in an apartment, downsize to an apartment. That's the market they're going for.
I'd imagine so, yeah. Where do you sit on that? I mean, it's a nice thing to be asked in those situations.
That's right.
Oh, that's so lovely. You thought of me. Oh, my God.
They think you're a really attractive old lady. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're
I
saying?
didn't say that. You did. So you're
No, I'm trying to just get inside your head. Is that what you're intimating?
I'm not intimating that because I need to go home at some stage. But
What
it's
you
pretty
need to
funny.
be careful of is that Megan gets a glimpse of what apartment lifestyle as an older woman's like and like just moves into it without you.
I think there's every chance that's going to happen.
That's on the cards too.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
You were made to meet halfway. Expedia were made to plan where halfway is. Expedia, made to travel.
Auckland, LA, Vegas.
Oh my God.
Nova's Red Room Global Tour, powered by Expedia.
Nova's Red Room.
Let's go. Let me hear. 'Cause I can't go.
Oh, we can't talk about this enough, to be honest. Nova's Red Room Global Tour, your boarding pass. See the world's biggest artists up close and personal, all powered by Expedia. Money can't buy this.
This is amazing. We'll be kicking things off an exclusive Nova's Red Room event in Sydney, which we've been to one, and it was at the Opera House when we went to see Ed Sheeran.
I saw Lizzo in a smaller, more intimate venue. Incredible. So there's that. That's a cracking start. But that is just the warm-up, because then you're off to Auckland to see Gracie Abrams live.
She's still hot right now.
Yes, she
Los
is.
Angeles to see Dean Lewis in Nova's Red Room.
Yeah, another up-close and personal gig. And then you're going to jump on a plane to a little town called Las Vegas to see Jelly Roll and Post Malone. How good is that?
That's amazing. All you have to do is enter online or via the Nova Player, right?
That's right. And then if we call you back, that puts you in Friday's draw to win a spot. And you could get a call back from Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel saying, hey, you've been chosen. That happened to Christina from Yokine on Friday. She's pretty happy about it. Let's put somebody in the running for this Friday right now. Leslie, hello.
Hello.
Good morning, Leslie.
Leslie, I believe we might have woken you up.
Yes.
Well, it's only because, Leslie, I know you would have been up early. You would have gone to the gym, probably walked a pet at some stage. You've done all the housework and you just thought you'd just have a little nap. Is that how it worked?
Totally not. No, now I got to get the boys ready for school. So
okay.
All right. So we did you a favour waking you up. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Who
you
needs
did.
an
Thank
alarm
you.
clock when Nova rang you every morning?
I know, right?
Leslie, this is an exciting opportunity. You're now officially in the running. So good luck on Friday. Could get the call back. But what excites you the most out of that lineup?
Post Malone. I really want to see Post Malone.
Yeah, how good would Posty be? And in Vegas to boot. That'd be
That'd be nasty. I mean, going down the tables, winning a couple of grand, and then going off to Post Malone. I can see it now.
Oh, that's the plan.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck on Friday. Have your phone handy. Friday Arvo, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Absolute superstars.
Good on you, Leslie.
Yeah, have a great day. Sorry about the rude awakening. More chance to get in the draw. You can enter online or via the Nova Player now.
This is the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean, the part of Nathan being played today once again by Caitlin Bassett. Welcome back, Seabass.
Seabass.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back again, guys.
Oh, that's so good to see. I mean, you come off a big night watching maths and stuff or whatever it takes you were doing last night.
Mike Bassett and I, the texts have been flying.
Oh, yeah, that group chat would have been going crazy. We're going to be catching up with Sunday Ariang before 8 o'clock.
She's a
talking
defender,
netball.
but I still like her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Should be happy.
I mean, she must be really
she
nice.
cares a
then.
lot, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Seabass, I've got a question for you. I've been reading about you on Perth Now. Apparently, if the rumours are true, confirm or deny, you have been spotted along with such luminaries as Daniel Ricciardo and Harley Reid as shopping at Herdsman Fresh. Confirm or deny?
Confirm. True. Herdy's is one of my favourite places to grab a coffee on Saturday and Sunday when I'm working.
Ah,
Open,
wow.
And they have the... I'm so sad I'm going to say this because everyone's going to go buy it now. They have the best focaccia. If you go to the deli section, they sell it in like portions and you can just buy a chunk of focaccia.
Yes.
Oh, froth. delicious.
What about you just being in that
Swanning
group?
around.
I mean, me and Harley, we rub shoulders all the time. We're
Yeah.
besties.
Yeah.
Daniel Ricciardo.
Have you seen Danny Rick down there?
I mean,
Yeah.
I wear my big sunglasses. I try and disguise
keep
myself.
it on the down low.
but Sometimes you
Just bend your knees.
Yeah. I'm actually shocked I got spotted. So.
I know, don't worry. Everyone's talking about it.
Jeez.
What do you do? What do you do when you're a celebrity? I mean, you just get on with it, don't you?
I don't know. It's a hard life.
Well done on making the list.
Well done. Congratulations, you've made it.
Congratulations on being spotted shopping. It's a great achievement.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Yesterday, a great story broke that...
Great or worrying, Nat?
I mean, yes, absolutely
It's
concerning.
a combo. It's a combo.
So first of all, I can't believe that this exists in the first place. And we're talking about the group chat between basically the high-level defence people in the States.
Yes.
Have a war chat, basically.
A war
where
chat.
Where they have a group chat where you just chat about war and like plans for war and like major tactical top secret stuff. And then they just accidentally added a journalist to it.
Oh, bloody
That's
journalist.
amazing. There's a couple of parts I really like about this. First of all, do you really want to know what their group chat name is? Because
Yes.
everyone's got a group
Yes.
chat
Yes.
name. That's pretty
Yes.
cool. I've known to find that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
How good is WhatsApp? Because we all use WhatsApp in our own groups. That the highest people in the world when it comes to that stuff have got their own group as well.
I mean,
discussing things like
very concerning that this is the way the biggest
Do they
economy
do that
in the
around the world?
Surely there's a higher security, like,
think.
Well,
Well,
Signal, isn't that another one?
Well-
or, Slack, there's lots of them.
Hillary Clinton was criticised for using her personal email when she was the Secretary
Yeah,
of State,
yep,
right?
yep.
And that was
it Hotmail?
that was that was the
69.
one of the platforms that Donald Trump campaigned against her.
Yeah.
And people were going, Hillary in the emails, she should be in prison. Lock her up. And it's like because she used her personal email for a few emails, and it was investigated and found that there wasn't really anything to worry about. They're adding randos to war group chats. That is a bigger concern.
Who is the I mean, that person's probably dead right now, but who is the person that's going,
added
all
them?
right, just chuck in Nat, we've got Sam, Seabass,
But-
and we'll throw in...
Do you know what it's like when you're putting contacts in your phone? You kind of just put a name and then you
Yeah.
forget about it, and then you go, "Oh, I'm going to message Lockie," and then you've got 10 Lockies,
Yes.
and you're like, "Oh,
yeah.
crap, which one is it?" And you have to go through like old messages and stuff. That's how I foresee this happening. They're like, "Oh, let's just add Bob." Oh no, which Bob is
Which
it?
Bob
And
is
let's
it?
take
Which
a
Bob
random
is
snap.
it?
I'm telling you though, the worst and the hardest thing is when you have to be deleted from a group chat, or when you remove yourself from a
Yeah.
group chat because the notification
'Cause it
comes
says,
up
yeah,
and it
Caitlin
says
has
blah, blah,
left
has
the
been
chat.
removed. And so when you're getting selected in sporting teams and you get cut at the end of the season, a girl found out once that she got cut because she got removed from the player chat before she was told that she was cut.
Oh, really?
Like, why do they do that? Can't they just start a new chat without you?
Yeah, and then
Exactly.
you just have a billion chats on your
Yes.
phone. Yeah.
Oh, it's an extraordinary story.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they're bombing this place in Yemen.
I know.
They're taking out
Yeah.
those rebels.
Oh, yeah, it's like full-on stuff.
They
like,
invite that guy into the group
yeah,
chat.
and then Donald Trump was asked about it yesterday, and clearly he didn't know about it yet.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't,
wouldn't-
and he
yeah.
goes, "Oh, that magazine, nobody reads that. That's on the downhill." It's like, oh, you don't know how big the story is,
Oh,
yet,
it's
do you,
funny.
buddy?
So
Doesn't matter
funny.
who he writes for, he's a journalist.
I know. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Also, just not a member of the particular people that are making decisions about wars.
Yeah.
Also, stop chatting about war.
But what's that?
We friends of mine that are in Melbourne. We all went to uni together, so it's a group of us, and we started a group chat because I was going to Melbourne, and we'd somewhere along the line we'd organised that we were going to have this dinner and catch up, and there was I think 5 or 6 girls, and we organised a thing just from the people that said that they were going, and then forevermore when I went there I would just message that chat and go, and then we realised that there was a girl that we hadn't added who is part of that broader group but she's not in the chat, and then so we went, oh, we better add Narelle, and so we added in forgetting that she could then just go back through all of the things we'd
that you've
organised
said.
without her.
Without her.
I mean, nobody ever said anything bad about her, but it was
Thank
just like
God.
she suddenly realised, hang on, they've caught up this many times and I wasn't a part of it. It's like, oh, we're so sorry. It wasn't deliberate. It's not that we hate you. It was just an oversight. We're so sorry.
Let's talk about this now. Everyone seems to have a story about being in a group chat.
Yeah. Group chat misadventures.
Absolutely.
And Seabass, you just alerted us to another danger of the group chat.
The WhatsApp group, there's a setting. You can change it, and I have definitely changed it now, where it automatically saves photos that are in the message to your camera roll. So when you open your camera roll, at the moment, Perth Demons girls, I love you, but I've got way too many selfies of you guys after doing extra gym sessions on my phone.
Sean, could this ever get you in trouble?
Absolutely got me, and I didn't know that was a thing. So in one of my group chats, there's pretty risque stuff getting around, and there was this photo of this chick who then saved to my camera roll.
Yes.
Anyway, my daughter had my phone, and she's gone and dobbed me into my wife, saying, "I think Dad's hooking up with some chick. He's having an affair." I was like, "What?" And then I was like, "What?" And then check out the photo on your phone. I'm like, "Oh."
And then how did you explain that? Oh no, me and the boys have sent photos like that.
yeah.
Showed in the original
Well,
messages.
that's lesser sin than cheating, I suppose. So, in the scheme of things. Oh, Sean, it's too funny. So we are talking about group chat misadventures inspired by, the US government. May, what's happening? Hello, May.
Hi. Morning.
Okay.
Morning, May.
Was there a problem with the group chat? What happened?
I was added into a group chat. So I was working in a school, and there were a number of people in our department that did not get along. And I was added by the person who really didn't like those in charge. But I was very close friends with some of those that were in charge.
Yes.
So I could see these messages pop out throughout the whole day, just like memes, making fun of stuff or questioning things. And then I was stuck between whether or not I let the other person know.
Yes.
It would just be more upsetting for them to know, or if I give them a heads up that this is happening. It was very awkward.
Yeah,
it would be, mate.
Yeah, you're put in a really difficult position there because you are literally right in the middle of it. And who are you most loyal to? That's the question. What did you do?
I did give them a heads up that it was happening in the background, just so they knew, so in case something happened. But, yeah.
And now everybody at work calls you Snitch. It's great.
I just missed school.
Okay, great.
Got shanked in the shower afterwards.
Thanks, May. Georgia, hello.
Hello there. Hi, everyone.
Georgia.
What can go wrong with the WhatsApp group?
Well, it was a messenger group, but my mum had one too many drinks on a Friday night, and she sent me a long message of things that she wasn't quite happy about that I've been doing or how I've come across her. And what she didn't realise is she's also added me into that chat with my ex's mum and my dad.
Oh.
And so there was a plethora of messages, and I responded and I said, like, let's chat about it tomorrow. And she kept going on and on. And the next day, there was no more communication. So I either think that my mum has kind of shoved it under the rug, and she's just too guilty to bring it up, or she just doesn't realise.
Yeah, Georgia, your dad and your ex's mum, were they agreeing with her, or was anybody sticking up for you? What was the response?
Yeah, it was a pile-on.
Absolutely nobody replied.
Oh, okay.
No one
just left it out
there. About it to this day, but when you see someone and they look at you and they know, and you look at them and you just kind of go, let's not talk about it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's how it feels.
How awkward is it when you see the message has been seen by other people and hasn't been replied to either?
Well, at least they didn't go thumbs up.
Bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's so bad.
Oh,
and it's so embarrassing. And and you know what? It wasn't even lit trip because she'd had a few drinks. So it was even worse. I felt shame for my mum. I felt shame for
Did you correct her grammar? That would have been my reply. It's actually they are.
Oh, Georgia, that is a incredibly awkward situation to be put in. Thank you. Brody's in Dayton. Morning, Brody.
Good morning. How you going?
Ah, good, bro.
Okay, what happened to you?
I was volunteering for a charity, and I took minutes for the meetings that we had.
Yes.
And one of the meetings excluded one of the volunteers because we were talking about some of the things that they were doing that we weren't happy with.
Yes.
Just call them Person A. And so when I sent the email out with the minutes for all those that attended, I included Person A in the email. So they read all the minutes and all the things we spoke about that they were doing we weren't happy with, so that we couldn't before we could talk about it professionally.
Yes.
My heart, I got so stupid.
Brody.
Brody, it sounds like
Brody.
you still feel bad about this to this
You
day,
could get
Brody.
a job at the US government.
Yeah, that's right.
They'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
come in.
Come in, tell everybody what we're about to do in Yemen.
You could have spun that a different way, going, here, just a heads up. Before we bring this up to you face to face, we just wanted to give you an idea of what the group is.
Here's everything everybody said about you at the meeting.
Blow by blow. Oh, that's so bad.
I feel bad for you, Brody. Thank you.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Feeling tired? It's time for a coffee run. Try Char Time's new coffee range. Iced latte, iced long black, and iced brown sugar cookie latte.
We have on the line $1,000 cash to celebrate the launch of the new Char Time coffee drinks range. Awesome prize.
Great prize. We're going to start with Stacey this morning. Stacey, good morning. And my question to you is, did you hear yesterday's round?
Yes, it was painful.
So, Stace, as you were listening, did you think, I know the answer to that, I know the answer to that?
Yes, I did. So I'm hoping that I get someone with very similar abilities as yesterday as my opponent.
That'd be a clean sweep.
Well, let's check. Your opponent is Katie from Dawesville. Morning, Katie.
Hiya.
Hi, Katie.
All right, Katie. Were you listening yesterday?
I missed yesterday,
Yeah.
but I did hear Monday.
Yeah, yesterday you did yourself a favour if you missed yesterday. It wasn't not the most glorious round, put it that way. Yeah.
No, it's tough going.
But that's okay. We're moving on. Stacey, you get to choose which category you would like your questions to be. Now, there are two choices, two coffee orders. We've got cappuccino and we've got mocha. Describe cappuccino, Sean.
Foamy and famous. So we're talking about pop culture, celebs and entertainment trivia.
Mochas for people who don't really like coffee, but they want to pretend that they're drinking coffee. It's
a great point.
Questions about chocolate, desserts, and sugary goodness.
All right, Stacey, which category would you like? What's your coffee order?
Oh, cappuccino?
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino
She
it
likes
is.
the froth. All right, that means, Katie, you're going to get the mocha questions. Are you happy with that?
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, find out.
Righto.
It is the first to 5, or we call it off if things are going really badly. That's what we had to do yesterday, okay? Now, Stacey, you are going to be getting your first question from Sean.
Here it is. Who voiced Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story?
Any ideas, Stacey?
Tim Allen?
Boom!
Tool time.
Yes, she's on the board. Stacey leads 1-0. Now, a mocha question for Katie.
Katie, which dessert is known as Italy's favourite dessert and contains mascarpone cheese and coffee?
Profiterole? I've no idea.
No, it is. And the translation of this is pick me up.
Oh, it's tiramisu.
Tiramisu, which is
Tiramisu, yes.
The cheese thing put me off.
Mascarpone cheese,
yeah.
delicious.
Mascarpone,
Okay,
as they
good
say,
one, good
as
one,
we
team.
say in Italy, don't we, Teresa? See. Okay, next question for Stacey.
Here it is. What is the name of the fictional coffee shop in Friends?
Central Perk.
Oh, Stacey's on the money.
Correctamundo.
All right.
Said the Fonz.
Katie, you ready for this?
Yes.
Which chocolate bar has the slogan, have a break, have a blank?
Kit Kat.
Yeah, she's on the board.
Gotta go.
Okay, the score is Stacey 2, Katie 1. Next question, Sean.
Stacey, which rapper is married to Beyonce?
Jay-Z.
Of course it is. Of course it's Jay-Z.
It is.
All right.
Katie, which nut is used in Nutella?
Hazelnut.
Yeah. You girls have already made us forget what happened yesterday, so well done.
Exceeded expectations.
Score checker, Stacey 3, Katie 2.
Stacey, your question. Which pop star starred in A Star Is Born alongside Bradley Cooper?
Lady Gaga.
Certainly was.
Yes, it was.
She was so good in that.
So good.
Lots of stars in that question. Katie, which baked treat is a mix between a croissant and a donut?
Oh, cronut.
Yes. All right. Score check, everybody, after that round. 4 to Stacey, 3 to Katie. If Stacey gets the next question right, Stacey wins.
It's an unassailable lead. Okay. Here is your question. What is the name of the annual music festival held in California that attracts many celebrities?
Coachella.
Boom and done. Just like that. clean sweep. Stacey, you have scored $1,000 cash.
Thank you so much.
To celebrate the launch of the new Char Time coffee drinks range.
Sam, that was celebratory music, I
Yes,
believe.
we got there in the end.
She did win. Yes, yes.
Stacey, you called it. You knew all the answers yesterday and you knew all the answers today. So congratulations.
Thank you.
That's how it's played, everybody.
Exactly. That's how you do it. You prepare and you win.
Guess what? We're doing it again tomorrow. Another coffee order.
that was a good
More
game.
questions. $1,000 up for grabs again. Well played.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Time to check in with one of our old mates from the Nova Drive show, regularly Tim and Joel, none other than Blackers himself. Morning, Tim.
Good morning, the all-American reject himself. Hey?
Oh, no way,
You
Tim.
said it, not us.
No way. Good to hear your voice, Blackers. What's been going on?
I thought you were calling me just to celebrate the Hawks being top of the ladder, Sean. So
I was actually going to bring it up at some stage.
already unbearable.
I'm just going around the grounds calling everyone that will have me just to say go Hawks.
I mean,
So, all right, have a good one, guys. See ya.
Head on to your next one.
how do you know someone's a Hawk supporter? Oh, they'll tell you.
Is it because the Wizard is just having such a great season?
Mate, I think it's all down to Sam Mitchell. I mean, we are just. I mean, look, we lost our first 6 games last year. So yeah, I'm really going the early crow. I understand, but it's been a long time since our three-peat. 2013, 14, 15.
Oh yeah, the dark ages.
Just rough.
It's the inclusion of
remember that time.
the inclusion of Tom Barras for me.
Yes,
I think
clearly.
he's really given something to your team this year.
You stole TV.
Yeah, no, we're doing well. But that's all right. Hey, we don't need to gloat. We don't need to gloat. Are we on air? I didn't know. Are we on air?
Let's just stay humble about it. That's great.
Hey, Tim, one thing that a lot of us have been hearing lately is that you've really delved into WA politics in recent times on the afternoon show.
Yes. Well, you guys have such a stronghold over the Perth audience. I kind of just asked the question the other day. I'm like, I'm a bit confused being a Sydney side. I'm like, is Basil Zemplis popular?
Well,
and then Joel messaged me like the next morning, and apparently he's the head of the Liberal Party or whatever. So well, let's get Nathan, Nat and Sean with Caitlin to just ask that question. And apparently you wouldn't.
Joel Blackers, here's the thing. So true. Yes, he's the leader of the Liberal Party now, but the Liberal Party is 6 people. So it's not. They can't even field a netball team. Let's put it in perspective for starters. So
would Basil be wing attack and goal defence? Is that what he's saying?
I mean, you'd put him in. He's a backline player, surely.
No, he's a shooter. He's a princess for sure. He gives me shooter vibes.
I'm just going to assume no news is good news, and I think you've answered my question on behalf of the beautiful people of Perth. So thank you for
why don't we just have an awkward silence for a second? There's your answer.
Yeah, well, the current government thought it was the right thing to do to focus on him.
Yes, let him do the talking.
Make sure that they got in for another term.
Yeah, all right. No, good to know. Good to know.
Okay.
I'll leave that one alone now. So, yes, all good.
Hey, we were talking earlier on this morning about their WhatsApp group over in the US with their whole defence team.
Their war chat.
And Trump's administration just getting involved and just telling everyone in the world that there's going to be a bomb attack.
Not everyone in the world, just a journalist. Have you ever got into any trouble on the group chat, Blackers?
Well, no trouble, but I'm more of a Signal guy, and just take to that what you want. I'm like Signal's like a cooler WhatsApp, a bit more encrypted.
Yeah, because you've got more to hide.
And I have a Basil Zemplis Signal group. No, and I've got Albo on Signal, and he's classic because I stupidly got his mobile number like years and years ago. So we texted me. He's on the show this afternoon at 4:00.
Yeah, right.
But he's a bandit on Signal. If you ever write anything to him, he just replies with that real big dad yellow thumbs up.
Yes. Yes. He hasn't even adjusted it for skin tone. At least I've adjusted mine for skin tone. Simpson.
He doesn't even know he can do that. So no, he's the big yellow thumbs up guy. So when I said, can you be on the show today at 4:00, I got the big yellow thumbs up. So we're all good on the Signal chat. Yeah, exactly.
Wow. I mean, that's your group chat story, is to flex that you're in a group chat with the Prime Minister.
Yeah. It's just me and him, really, so it's the lamest of all group chats.
Just talking about the Rabbitoh, Reggie the Rabbit.
He's a Hawthorn supporter as well.
I know. He told us this the other day when he was here.
Yeah, so we've gone full circle with the Hawks. Here we go.
Oh,
This
wow.
is the
Way to
perfect
bring it
radio
back.
break, isn't it? Yeah, perfect.
Mate, hey, mate, we did get him on about Reggie the Rabbit the other day because you know how...
Well, no.
Reggie, because I
We
brought
had
up
him on
his
about
age.
the federal budget, Sean, if you
No.
remember.
Well, the federal budget, no one cared. And I
where we
threw...
get $5 extra a week or something.
Yeah.
That would be half a coffee at Dome, wouldn't it?
Dome.
Super local reference. Well done. Look at you.
Oh, jeez.
I know. That's all I've got. By
You're
the
one
way.
of the Basil's Embolus and Dome. That's all you got.
Oh, the bell tower. The bell tower.
Thanks for your input, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Anytime, guys.
When we're just about to speak to you, Caitlin just said straight away, I love that game they play in the afternoon.
Yeah, so I drive home from work. It takes me about an hour to get home, and I listen to you guys. And yesterday, Joel's gliding the.
Oh, yeah. It's actually Joel driving, but because it's Nova, we're sponsored by Nissan X-Trail at the moment, where you don't drive it, you glide it.
Yes. Seriously, that's how I learn all the lyrics to songs, just by listening to that show. I was in stitches yesterday and singing along, so thank you for educating me.
Did you hear Sylvia Jeffries last week do My Hum? It's right up there. It's right up there with the Sun, and we played on our show, but you've got to find it. When Sunrise first started, they did a Where Is the Love remake, and it's the lamest thing. Like Matt Barr's going, what's wrong with the world, mama? Like, bring it up, and whether you play it on air or not, it'll make your day.
All right. That sounds awesome, Tim.
Check out Tim's fine work on Weekly. Tim and Joel this afternoon from 4 on the Nova Network. Thanks so much, Blackers. We'll catch up soon.
Thanks, guys. Love you guys. Bye.
Good to hear, boys.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hey, Seabass, big night for you down at the footy club tonight.
Well, it's the hottest day of the week, I reckon, and it's also selection night for Perth Demons as we head into our very first game ever of Waffle W.
And
this
potentially your first Waffle W game.
Yes, potentially. If I put my hand up and do all the right things at training tonight, yes. No pressure.
Are you a bit nervous? You haven't been through
Yes.
selection for a long time.
No, and selection at football is very different to selection at netball. I feel like you kind of know whether you're in the mix and, you know, maybe one or two people get cut or there's an injury because the squads are so small. There's like 40 of us at training. And, like, I don't even know how many people they select. Like, how many people? I'm still learning how many people there are on the bloody field at one time.
Well, I mean, that's true. Because in the Waffle, do they play...
I want to say 16, but it might be 18.
Is there, so a standard...
There's
AFL
only 16
team
on the field.
Yeah. And then we will have probably 4 on the bench, 4 or 5, I reckon.
You reckon?
Maybe. And then 3 emergencies.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm still learning these things. So yes, there's a lot of people that potentially are going to miss out.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would not be devastated if I missed out because I'm still learning, and even just watching for me is huge. So yes.
And you played a scratchy on the weekend, didn't you?
Oh dear, we don't talk about.
Yeah. What happened? Well, we've seen the footage, so we know what happened because
I got
luckily,
annihilated.
Luckily,
by-
a spy sent it to Sean.
Yes. I got annihilated in the ruck by Swan Districts. But it was good learning. That's what
including a knee to where?
Oh yeah, knee to my chest. I've never been kneed in the chest as a netballer. It's not something that's ever happened
Your
to me.
chest is quite high off the ground too. It's safe to say.
Yeah, well, this girl could jump very high.
Yeah, she
Kudos
could.
to her. She had a target and she was aiming for it, and that target was right between my breasts. So she hit that target quite regularly.
Like if you were playing netball, it would have been right on the bib.
Yes,
basically.
exactly. That's what I did struggle with in the practice match. Is no one wears bibs.
Yes, it's like, where are you playing?
Half
I
the
don't
time,
know.
I didn't know who my player was, and I was running around going, "Which one is she?" And then someone said to me, "The other tall girl
Probably
on the
that.
field."
Yeah, probably that tall jumpy
You
girl.
idiot, of course. Seriously, everyone looks kind of tall though. Like when you're, I don't know. I don't see people in height. I
you're
don't
not
know
the
people
heightest.
that way.
No,
You're not the
you're
heightest.
pretty much just looking down on everybody. That's why.
I am. So no, it's it's a momentous occasion for us. Obviously, Adrian Barrich came to our jumper presentation the other night and got a little bit teary. Just because it is. It's a big deal. It's the first time Perth have ever had a women's senior team in the comp, and we've had Rogers, and they will play after us on Saturday. But the pathway is now starting to become complete, which is exciting.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Well, good luck for selection.
Thank you.
luck.
So if you do make the team, you're going to be playing against Peel.
Against Peel on Saturday.
Which is an away game?
Yes, an away game. So, Waffle W Round 1 launches this weekend. The launch actually for the competition with the men's is happening on Thursday, and then Round 1 rolling out on Saturday.
What time's
Good,
the
actually,
game?
because there's clear air. Sorry, Nat. There's clear air because the boys don't start for a couple more weeks.
Yeah, that's right.
That's really good.
And there's 18 rounds. It is a lot long season. It's longer than netball season.
Yes, and
SSN runs for
isn't it
14 games.
Longer than the AFLW season?
Yeah,
it
they
is.
only play 12 games this season, so yeah.
That's amazing,
tough.
isn't it?
That's
It's nuts.
Do you think you're going to play every game, Sarah?
I will try my hardest to be available for every game. I will be at every game. I'll just put that out there now.
Okay.
All right, well, good luck.
Thank
All right,
you.
we'll be watching.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Tomorrow, we're going to catch up with Husey because he's in the latest series of Taskmaster.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be good. Jordan Clark from the Dockers will join us. We'll ask him about... we'll get rid of last weekend's game for both teams. We'll just focus on this
So
one.
you don't want to ask him about it at all?
Don't want to take that hoodoo into this week, do you?
Seabass, you around tomorrow?
No, I will not be. I mean, I will be around in Perth because I live here. I'll be listening for sure. I'll be driving into work.
You'll be supporting from a distance.
I'll be at the Waffle W launch.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
great.
It's at Freo Oval, actually.
Oh, yeah, nice.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, that's great. And Pab's joining us tomorrow, Sean.
Okay.
Yeah. How about that?
That'll be good.
You sound like you don't like him. Have you had
I love the Pab.
Have you guys...
No,
Have
we
you-
always hug each other.
Have you broken
Always.
up? Is that
Never.
Is everything
Never.
okay?
We'll
Is it
never
because
break
he's got
up.
better legs than you? Is that a little bit of...
That he's taller,
Jealousy.
younger, better looking.
Jealous of his bank account, probably. I mean, that's number
Richard.
one.
I forgot Richard.
Wait, no, he's a competition now. 7.
Yeah, 7-9. Yeah, they're head to head. They can't be seen in the same room. It's
Check the ratings
It's
and know
on.
who the winners are.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.